to the seventh mental trap, which is about emotions and being emotional. Well, there is a tiny difference between the way that unconfident people think about emotions and the way that confident people see and think about emotions. Well, those unconfident people that I interviewed said that, if you are confident, you should not be emotional. You should not cry, for example. And if you are emotional, it means that you are so weak and you cannot be confident. Well, what is your idea about this sentence and this belief? Do you believe that being emotional is a weakness? And if you are emotional, if you cry sometimes, it means that you are not confident and you cannot be confident? To answer this question, let's see these examples and think about these people. People like Richard Branson, Ronaldinho, Beyoncé, Barack Obama, Andy Murray, Oprah Winfrey, and millions of other people that are all confident, but they cried in front of the public. So if this belief is true, then these people are not confident, they are not strong, they are not powerful, they are all weak. Really? Is that true? If that's true, then really I want you to show me a strong and confident people that you know for sure that yes, this person is confident. That's not right. I interviewed with hundreds of confident people as well, and all of them said that, that's true. I sometimes get, emotional. I sometimes cry. I sometimes get depressed. And I accept that feeling. I embrace that feeling and let myself to feel that feeling, feel that emotion, experience that emotion. But I know that I have the power to manage that emotion, and I have the power to, limit that emotion and don't let that emotion to spread to all areas of my life. I have the power to use that emotion in a constructive way. Now the difference between confident people and unconfident people is clear. Because when unconfident people get emotional, that emotion affects their life in a destructive way. Because they don't know how to control it, how to manage it. So that emotion blinds them and doesn't let them to think properly, make the right decision, and take the right action. For example, when unconfident people want to give a presentation, they have stress, anxiety, and they are afraid. Of course, everybody is afraid. But because they don't know how to manage their fear, because they don't know how to, control their anxiety and stress and fear, that fear blocks their mind and doesn't let them to do their job as best as they should or as best as they can. So for that person, getting emotional is yes, a weakness, because unconfident people don't know how to manage their emotions. But confident people know how to manage their emotions. And when they become emotional, for example, let's talk about the same example. When confident people want to give presentation, they also, just like unconfident people are afraid, they also have some levels of anxiety and stress. And they close their eyes and say that, yes, I accept that I am experiencing some levels of fear and anxiety and stress. But they have the power and they know how to manage that fear and how to manage that anxiety and how to change them into passion and excitement and use those emotions in a constructive way. This is the difference between confident people and unconfident people. Unconfident people believe that emotions and getting emotional is just weakness. It's just like being a weak person. But confident people believe that emotions and getting emotional can be powerful, can be very, very helpful and supportive. So what's your idea? Do you believe that? Well, personally, I believe that. I believe that it's true. Because when I look back at my life, I see it clearly. I see that each and every major change that I've made in my life was exactly after an emotional experience. And sometimes it was constructive, sometimes it was destructive, but both times it was exactly after an emotional experience. And I believe that it's true for you too. If you look back at your life, each and every major decisions that you've made, each and every major change that you've made in your life, most probably was after an emotional experience. And if you knew how to control those emotions, manage them and use them, that major change, that major decision most probably was positive and constructive. And if you didn't know how to use those emotions, how to manage them, most probably that change that you've made is negative and destructive. Think about it for a moment. By the way, don't worry, you are going to learn how to manage your emotions, feelings and thoughts and how to use them in a constructive way in the future videos. But for now, I just want you to focus on your life, look back at your life and write down in your confidence journal the major changes and the major decisions that you've made in your life. I want you to write at least 5 to 10 major decisions and major changes that you've made in your life. And after writing them down, I want you to focus on that moment and remember the exact feeling that you had and you experienced right before making those decisions and taking those actions. So 5 to 10 major action and the emotions that you had before making those actions and those changes. I want you to close your eyes after doing it and say to yourself that, yes, I have emotions, I have feelings, and I accept that. And I believe that emotions and being emotional can be my power source. So from now on, I will let myself to get emotional. I will accept and embrace my emotions and I will manage them. I will control them and I will use them to improve the quality of my decisions, the quality of my actions, and the quality of my relations.